I'm now joined by Kashif Shafique, who is the country director for Relief International in Sudan. Welcome back to the program. How extensive do you understand is the spread of cholera in Sudan at the moment?
Thank you so much for having me again and continue to highlight the issues within Sudan. As you mentioned earlier, that cholera, till now, Sudan has reported over 7,000 cholera cases, including over 180. That's the outbreak has been particularly severe, exacerbated by the country ongoing conflict, poor sanitation, and limited access to clean water. The situation remains critical, with humanitarian organizations working to curb the spread of the disease in effective regions like Kassala, Gedaref, River Nile, Al Jazeera, and Khartoum. The overall health crisis I would consider as a catastrophic, coupled with the conflict and the climate which we are seeing on ground.
What continues to be the challenges that you've seen in trying to provide support to those who are affected?
Relief International is currently working in 7 states, providing critical health, wash, nutrition, and protection services. One of the key challenges which we, along with other humanitarian actors, are facing is the availability of the supplies. The supplies are being confiscated and blocked, and we were not able to take the supplies to the critical hard-to-reach areas like North Darfur, like Al Jazeera, and Blue Nile. And I doubt if within 1-2 weeks, if we are not able to bring the supplies on ground, then we need to suspend all of our activities because of unavailability of the critical supplies.
When you say you might have to suspend, give us a sense of how many people we are talking about that will be affected.
Just imagine that Relief International is working in one of the largest camp settlements like Zamzam in North Darfur, having population of around 800,000, as well as we are supporting to the secondary care. Imagine that if we are not able to bring the supplies and we are suspending the activities, where we are only one of few organizations who are working on ground, and then all these individuals or households suffering coupled with the climate and the conflict, they will not be having any access to the health care.
We continue to cover the war in Sudan. It's now in 17th month since it started, April of 2023. Beyond what we are now talking about, which is cholera at the moment, there's an outbreak there in the country. What other issues are you seeing in the country? Just remind our listeners of where Sudan is at this moment.
As you know, that famine is being declared in North Darfur in Zamzam Camp. It's not only the Zamzam Camp, and across several states we are hearing the same, and many states are at the risk of famine and hunger that will be killing thousands of the people, coupled with this climate and conflict. And we doubt if the assistance is not there and the funding which was matured during the last pledging conference is, if it's not getting materialized, then we doubt all the people will be heading towards the hunger, and we will see a lot of people dying out of different epidemics, pandemics, and the hunger crisis.
As a Relief International, do you get a sense of what the two sides want? Do you get to speak with them and bring forward your worries and concerns?
Yeah, we do it. We continue to engage both the conflicting parties along with our esteemed donors who are trying their level best to press them to get the access to these areas, but insecurity and the continuous attack are hindering. And some of the conflicting parties, they are not able to provide the access because they are using it as a war tool.
Kashif, thank you so much for your time. Always good to have you on the program. Kashif Shafique there, who is the country director for Relief International in Sudan.